neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. I can't hate my neighbor with my mind stayed on spirit. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Let's open up. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening, I am opening, I am opening, I am opening. Now our community, opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one.
Okay, let's give some thanks to, and a big hand to Belle on piano, and Margot Buchanan, vocal today. Thank you very much. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love, and we gather together each Sunday knowing that love is always the answer. I'm Karen Riggins. I welcome you here today. Who are we? We are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. We are an open and affirming community. So, whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path of discovery, you are welcome here. If you're joining us via live stream, please say hello in the chat and let us know where you are coming from. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you are in the room, we encourage you to take out your phones, turn the volume down. I always put mine on mute. Check in and share pictures and inspirations from today's service and on social media. If you're a first-time guest, we would like to know, if you're a first-time guest, we'd like to know who you are if you're here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Thank you for being here. We want to let you know that we are fulfilled with your presence here. So thank you. And we've got somebody bringing you a gift. Okay. And if you're one of our core council members will make sure you get a gift there. And we invite you to. And we'll be having some conversation and things in the community room, so we invite you to join us afterwards to get to know you better. We are grateful for the many volunteers in this organization. We all know we could not get by without it. And I want to say a really big thank you to all the people who helped put on the memorial service yesterday for Joyce Johnson. It was quite an effort. We had over 160 people here. So if you can imagine all the furniture that got moved and all the food that got served, it was an amazing experience. And just really thank you. And thanks to everybody who does all this stuff on a weekly basis. So now I want to take a moment. See where are we? Got a little bit there. Yeah. I want to invite you to take a moment and turn to someone with your hands on your heart and say, "Thank you for being a reflection of me."
Thank you for being
Okay, we have a vision. And if you'll repeat after me, we are an inclusive community.
We are an inclusive community.
Committed to global transformation.
Committed to global transformation.
Through personal evolution.
Through personal evolution.
And our purpose is wake up, step up, and make a difference. So today's affirmation, again, if you want to repeat after me, my eyes are focused upward.
This is a different affirmation.
Huh?
It's different.
What's up here? Thank you. Well, I like the old one too. Anyway, I give and receive.
I give and receive.
Freely with an open heart.
Freely with an open heart.
Okay. All right, for our land acknowledgement. Let us take a deep breath with the sound of the heartbeat drum in the background. We invite our ancestors to be with us now. In the warm embrace of the sacred land, our hearts overflow with deep love and gratitude to the land's ancestral guardians. In the Yuchi, Osage, Cherokee, Shawnee, Hopewell, and Adena nations. By acknowledging these stories, we celebrate the strength, adaptability, and unique contributions of each community to the vibrant mosaic of our shared heritage. We humbly acknowledge the historical wounds and traumas that have touched and continue to touch the lives of Indigenous communities. In this present moment, our commitment springs from a well of love, respect, and the unwavering recognition of the inherent sovereignty of Indigenous peoples. We pledge to be attentive listeners, amplifiers of Indigenous voices, and perpetual learners about the rich diversity of Indigenous cultures, histories, and contemporary challenges. I now invite you to take a deep breath and turn within as we move into our centering song and prayer by Margot. To be followed by practitioner Patty Cooper.
Please sing it with me. I am remembering who I am. 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 I am remembering who I am.
I love that line. part of the reason why I'm here, to remember who I am, and for each of you to know and embrace who you are. Today, I know absolutely that there is only one life, one mind, one energy, one essence, one source of everything. I breathe into that awareness. And today I know this one as love, as peace and harmony. I know it as clarity and divine wisdom and so much more. Knowing that that is the truth of the one, it has to be the truth of me, and it is absolutely the truth of each person hearing my voice right here, right now. And I know that this day is blessed. It's blessed by snowfall that looked beautiful. It's blessed by our current minister, interim minister, Reverend Bob. It's blessed by the service of so many people who create this space that's so powerful, so full of love. We bless all the people who take care of all the details. And we bless each one of you who is here today just to be present, to share in this sacred space. So I am grateful. And I let it be by saying, and so it is.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
Ahava. Good morning. I have to put my glasses on. The Science of Mind, a Philosophy of Faith and a Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. It is only as we allow the divine current to flow through us, on and out, that we really express life. The law of giving and receiving is definite. Braiding Sweetgrass, Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teaching of Plants by Robin Wall Kimmerer. A gift comes to you through no action of your own, free and having moved toward you without your beckoning. It is not a reward. You cannot earn it or call it to you, or even deserve it, and yet it appears. Your only role is to be wide open and present. Gifts exist in a realm of humility and mystery. As with random acts of kindness, we do not know their source. It is human perspective that makes the world a gift. When we view the world this way, strawberries and humans alike are transformed.
Sometimes you're happy, and sometimes you're sad, but the world goes round. Sometimes you lose every nickel you had, but the world goes round. Sometimes your dreams get broken in pieces, but that doesn't alter a thing. Take it from me, there's still gonna be a summer, a winter, a fall, and a spring. And sometimes your friends are treating you real bad, but the world goes around. And sometimes your heart breaks with the deafening sound. Somebody loses, but somebody wins. And some days it's kicks, then it's kicks in the shins. But the planet spins, and the world goes round and round. But the world goes around. But the world goes around. Sometimes your dreams get broken in pieces, but that doesn't matter at all. Take it from me, there's still gonna be a summer, a winter, a spring, and a fall. And sometimes your friends, they're treating you bad, but the world goes around. And sometimes your heart breaks with a deafening sound. Somebody loses, but somebody wins. And some days it's kicks, then it's kicks in the shins. But the planet spins, and the world goes around, round and around and around and around. The world goes around, round and round and around.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Thank you, Margot. That was wonderful. And Belle. Couldn't do without Belle, huh? Wow. I mean, that's something else. That's a hard act to follow, but I'll do my best up here. It does keep going round and round, and so do we. And, you know, I had a whole thing about going round and round, but I canceled it out of my notes, but I'm going to bring it back right now. We are going round and around at a speed that is unbelievable, right? On a planet. And our speed is perfectly timed, so the speed that the planet turns is exactly balanced with the gravitational pull of the Earth, so we don't go flying off into space. If it suddenly changed, we'd all be projectiles off into the ethers or to wherever. Thank goodness that hasn't happened. I don't plan on it happening. But along with that, not only are we spinning, we are also going around a sun at the same time at breakneck speed. I used to have all the speed mounts. I don't have that. But the idea is it keeps going. And that sun, with us spinning in circles and then going around it, is in a spiral around in a galaxy that is flying through space. And you wonder why you get restless sometime. You're part of a movement. And you know what else moves? Thought. Ernest Holmes says that treatment is a movement of thought. That in thinking and feeling and knowing a truth, we are moving something in thought towards a goal, towards a purpose, towards an outcome. And that purpose and that outcome is, you get to determine it, because it's a complex enough system we live in to have room for everybody. So you may be treating for the very opposite thing the person sitting next to you is treating for, but you're both going to find your outcome, and it'll be perfect for you. Now, I can't put my head around that. Thank goodness I'm not supposed to, because I'm not yet the full embodiment of God. Even though I know some of you think that. I've tried to keep that in front of me. I'm paying you to think that. Yes, that's true. And so, yeah, it's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. So that's where we are. Today is about circles. It's about circulation. So I'm wondering how many people hopped out of bed this morning. I don't know about you. I never hop out of bed. I crawled out of bed, headed for the coffee. But I wonder if you ever just get up and the first thing in your mind is, what can I give to life today? I hear that laugh. Yeah. Part of the power and beauty of yesterday's memorial celebration of Joyce was what I heard over and over again was what a giving being she was. That her days were about what can I give. And those of you who know her and knew her, still know her, she's not gone, can attest to that. But I heard it again and again, and my face kept bubbling over and running and with wet stuff as the more I listened to it, because I thought how powerful, and how many times do I not even think of that when I first get up in the morning. It's like, how can I get into my day? How can I make it in? What am I going to do? And then usually after a few hours of meditation and other stuff, it starts to dawn on me, oh yeah, this is your chance to give. And it's so important that we give, because that's what starts the circulation. You can also help it along by receiving. We'll get to that in a minute. But the giving part of our lives is where we start that circulation of flow, of moving around at exactly the right speed, so that as you give, so you will later receive. But the irony is, if you give to receive, you won't get a thing. That's no fun. You try to manipulate life by, I'm going to give this much, and I'm going to count on getting all that back in exactly the same form. You won't. But what you will get back is what you truly gave, and what you gave freely. Through service, through love. One of those wonderful things about giving is that word we often cringe over, forgiveness. Forgiveness is forgiving, and what you're giving is you're giving away attachment to whatever happened. Forgiveness is not about saying what you did is okay, or what you did to me is okay. I was hurt. It's telling the truth about what hurt you. It's telling the truth about what went on, but the forgiving is giving away any attachment to that as having any limitation on your life. You are divine spiritual beings capable of whatever you put your minds to. Yesterday was another testimony to that. We had a few people here taking care of a whole lot of people, and you did it beautifully. What you put your minds to, you can do, and it can be manifested in your life for you by getting very clear about what that is, and then by giving forth both the affirmation of it and giving forth any attachment to anything that would stand in the way of it, and letting that dissolve back into the nonsense it came from. You've heard about forgiving around here for a week or two. We got some forgiving to do of one another and of maybe some of the former ministers. You guys have talked about that. I'm sorry to put that out on the web, but yeah, everybody needs some forgiving because all of us ministers are, we're human. We make really big mistakes sometimes. And the problem with standing up here is our mistakes filter out and they make a difference in more people's lives. But we still make them. We still screw up. We're still human. So like water circulates from the ocean into the atmosphere and falls back as snow, which will eventually end up back in the ocean and then go back around, life is a whole series of circles and circulations that are going on in our lives. Our gratitude is a circulation. You're grateful for something, and it creates an attachment and attention that brings more of it into our lives. And that circle just keeps going. Some other things we attach to also circulate. And we probably, I don't need to name those. You know what they are. You wake up in the morning, you're thinking, what an awful day, and everybody hates me, nobody likes me, I'm going to go eat worms. And you start your day that way. And what happens? Everybody hates me, everybody you run into. If I get behind the wheel of my car and I'm angry about anything, man, the universe supplies me with a great circulation. I have people pull out in front of me. I have people, do sign language at me, or I'm doing sign language at them, and then they do worse than that back, and it just circulates and circulates and circulates. So pay attention to what you're giving to, because what you are giving to in consciousness and in your actions and activities is going to come back to you tenfold and tenfold and tenfold. It's a beautiful thing. Thich Nhat Hanh says in No Mud, No Lotus, which is a wonderful little book, that left and right require each other to exist. Think about that. I'm going to have the left side of me dissolve and disappear. Well, this whole half of me might dissolve and disappear, but right here is where the left will start after that, because without it, the right doesn't even exist. The same thing with light and darkness. The same thing with our powerful positive thinking and those parts of our minds that aren't so powerful in positive thinking. They're both there, because how else would we know what's powerful and positive if we didn't have something to compare it to? Because we do live in a world of duality. And in a world of polarity is really what it's about. There aren't two powers, there's one with two sides. It's like a coin. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Have you ever seen a dark bulb? Dark bulb? Like a light bulb and a dark bulb that just shines darkness? Now, you can paint them black, but it's still a light bulb underneath. There's only one thing. Darkness is just a measure of how much light there is present. Just like cold is a measure of how much warmth there is present. Heat is the common thing there, the one power, the one idea, and it shows up as both what we call cold and hot. One person's cold is another person's comfortable. My house guest and I have been arguing all weekend about whether 75 degrees is cold or warm for August, wherever you are. And I see people going, oh, it's hot, it's cold. We go back and forth. It's all about our perception and where we are. So give according to what you want to see received, but don't give so you'll get it back, which is a tricky little thing. Give what your heart wants to give because of who you are. I can't not do this job. I can't not do ministry. It's not possible for me because it's who I am and what I love. And if I get something back, wonderful. If I don't, wonderful. Because what I know is in the long run, I get greater good back than I have ever given to anyone, anywhere, anytime. The flow is, you can't outgive God. Look around you. Gift. I love that what she talks about with the gift, because the gifts are what come to us and what we can freely give of ourselves. Which takes me to the second point here today, and that is, how open am I to receive the goodness, the gifts that are there? Sometimes, do I even notice them? rushing through my day and doing my thing, and my next thing, and my next thing, and the first thing I know, the day is almost gone, and I haven't even noticed whether it's hot or cold or warm or sunshiny or cloudy. And yet, what better gift do we have than this amazing planet we're on and the weather that comes to us? Ernest Holmes talked about the idea that we are often standing under a waterfall of goodness, a waterfall of prosperity, a waterfall of gifts with our little teacup. And if you don't hold on to it really tight, it'll get knocked out of your hand. I've tried to do that under a waterfall or two. Yeah. We are given a rush of goodness all the time, every day, as soon as you wake up. We're surrounded by our homes, which are built by people, which started as ideas from architects and designers and came into form and shape and built out of the materials the earth has provided. What gifts! But hey, I bought that and earned my money myself. It's mine. I did it. You might have did it. But the truth is, it came from all the gift you already had. It was given to us. So I'm opening, and my idea and my desire here is to invite you to open to greater receptivity. Not just what you think you earned, but what you deserve because of who you are. You're expressions of a divine, loving, powerful, infinite force. Truth, love, life, God, whatever word you want to use for it. You're an individuation of it. Why would it ever withhold anything from you? We often get so tangled up in what do we deserve? Or I'm so ashamed, and shame is that thing that it's not about what you did wrong, but that you are wrong. So if you are wrong, you don't deserve greater flow, greater goodness. But you do. You just don't think you do. And we do have the power to stop it, to push it away, to shield it. How many of you, when they say, oh, that's a gorgeous dress you're wearing today, oh, this old thing. Anybody ever done that? No. Not anymore. That's right. You guys have learned. That's good. Thank you. One of my first teachers used to grab my face and say thank you. That's all you got to do when you get a compliment. You don't need to explain anything. You don't need to talk about whether or not it's deserved. You just say thank you. Because that keeps the flow going. It gives a gift back to the person that is giving to you, and it's the only gift you need to give, which is the gift of receiving their generosity. I thank you. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Yeah. So I invite you, we were talking about this yesterday with some folks in here, and we were talking about, so I used to do a talk about, instead of the teacup, get a bigger bucket. And so you get a bigger bucket. Well, there's still a problem with that, because the bucket has a bottom in it and has a limitation on it. So my flow of prosperity and good is not a bucket. It's a hose. It's a culvert-sized hose. It's a big one. So that Spirit, God is wide open, I'm wide open to receiving and to giving at the same degree that I receive. So things flow through with beauty and power and goodness. You don't even have to think about how much is enough. I can't tell you how many people that I've worked with who at some point or other, I worked with as a practitioner, will call me and say, so how much good is enough? Can I keep on having more? Yeah. Usually that comes from someone who's had a lot of good coming to them, prosperity or relationships or health or all those things, and yet they are... they suddenly reach a point where they're afraid. Oh dear, maybe there's too much. I don't know about you, but I grew up in a household that said, you want too much. Did you ever hear that? Hopefully not from your parents. I did. You just want too much. You know what I learned in this teaching? That's not true. I learned that was a statement of their limitations on their ability to provide, not a statement on my openness to have more and be more and live more. You can't want too much. It's not possible. Because we are infinite beings, so when we get all those great toys, like a new car, and then the new car smell goes away, and you're like, oh yeah, I want a bigger car. I want a new car smell again. You can buy that, by the way, and spray it in your car, but it's not quite the same thing, you know? So it's that idea of I want more and I want to be more. You got to be more to have more. You got to be bigger. You got to be a bigger hose, a bigger pipe to receive and allow that flow and that circulation to move through you and out and about. So I'm talking, all of this is about the law of circulation, and that's really what we're talking about. You know, electricity lives by the law of circulation. You know, it may be over here buzzing in the walls at these receptacles, but it's useless till somebody plugs something into it. The same thing is so electricity, and electricity is just potential until it's moving, which is why we have electric plants to make, you know, sources to make it move, so that it, in alternating current, it's going, the little electrons are going back and forth and just waiting for somebody to grab one of them so it can take off. It's beautiful stuff. Everything is about circulation. And we can get into that flow and that participation in the circulation by getting clear in our own consciousness that we deserve it, that we are a part of it, and there's no reason in the world for anything outside of us to limit us, period. Yeah. My favorite teacher, in addition to Ernest Holmes, is Emma Curtis Hopkins. I read her every day. I walk her path. In her 6th lesson, which is the Saturday lesson, Saturday morning, her whole teachings are structured in 12 lessons, 6 that are done in the morning and 6 at night, once you go through all of them. And Sundays you rest, and the rest of the time you're doing lessons and learning. The 6 lessons is all about, she says, contemplate the ideas of truth, the ideas of this science of mind, until the truth of it sparks you. She says you'll study it, you think about it, you watch for evidence of it in your world, you look for it to happen, you look to see if it's there, you meditate about it, you write about it, you think about it, and then one day, one time, and then it's forever, you'll feel it. And you get those goosebumps. And she calls it the body, the physical surge that runs through your body. And you'll feel it, and then you know it. Then you know it's your truth. And then the truth, and here's the beauty of this, the truth is not in the words. The truth is the experience of that connection that happens when you study the words. And that's being a bigger, greater, broader receiver of good that comes to you, and then you can give from there. And we give according to our passions, according to what we care about. I heard talk before, said folks are going to the Martin Luther King march that's coming up next weekend. I'll be marching with a bunch of teenagers off of the top of a mountain about that time, so I won't be there for that. But you know what? It's all good. I'll be doing my version. And some people have a lot of passion about the thing going on this afternoon, this political. Follow your passion. Give where you choose to. Give what serves your ability and freedom to be yourself. That's the whole point of it. And as you do that, you'll feel that surge too. And when you do, you know something important's happening here that's going to come back to you in some way, someday, maybe not in the same way. So we stay open. We stay open. Imagine a world where kindness and generosity always flows as a currency. That's not too hard to imagine that, because around here it happens all the time. I saw that yesterday. It was like that kindness and it was just beautiful. We had a multitude of people, and we had all from all walks of life. We had a full picture of this community, and this, by community I mean the larger Lexington community. And the flow was there, the kindness, the circulation. People were saying, "Excuse me, whenever you were trying to get up to the food table and push somebody out instead of just pushing somebody out of the way. Yeah. So I want to share the story of the strawberries in wrapping up here. In the book Braiding Sweetgrass, Robin talks about her experience of strawberries. And her story is that, hang on a second, it's here somewhere. Because if I tell it without looking at it, I'll be in trouble. There we go. Robin says, in a way, she was raised by strawberries. Even in the richness of trees and flowers of upstate New York, it was the wild strawberries that gave her a sense of place. After the school bus dropped her home, she'd rush out into the fields around her house to look for the patches of wildflowers with yellow centers dotting the fields in May. All through June, and the children would keep watch over the strawberry plants as the petals dropped. Yeah. And then, as little green nubs appeared, these were sour, but we ate them anyway. Impatient for the real thing. Robin could smell the ripe strawberries before she saw them. Ah, yeah. She'd lie on her stomach in her favorite patches, searching for only the reddest of the red, leaving the pink ones for tomorrow. Her father loved wild strawberries, so for Father's Day, her mother would almost always make him a strawberry shortcake. Mother baked crusty shortcakes and whipped heavy whipped cream, but the kids were responsible for gathering the tiny wild berries. Dad thought wild strawberry shortcake was the best present ever, a gift that can never be bought. Potawatomi, who was the creation story of her tribe, says that the strawberry is called Olimin, and it is the heartberry. Looks like a heart sometimes. Yeah, for me that was always blueberries. We didn't have wild strawberries in Florida, but we had big blueberry patches. And I know right where all those were. I don't remember anything else much about that part of the world, but I remember the blueberry patch. Because there's that same kind of feeling of, I couldn't wait to get a hold of them. Blackberries too, but they were a little thorny, so they were a little harder to get to. So as you think about that, think about what are those, and that's the gift. Those were gifts. Strawberries are a gift. Berries are a gift. Our food is a gift. And even if you choose not to eat certain foods, don't make them bad or wrong. When the big surge about sugar being so awful for all of us happened back in the 90s, one of my favorite ministers used to, we'd sit down to eat at a conference or something, and she'd pick up the sugar and she'd be, oh, baby, I'm so sorry so many people hate you. I think you're just wonderful and you're beautiful. I'm not going to eat you today, but I think you're wonderful anyway. Put the sugar dry. It's like, change your thinking, change your life, change your experience of all of it. It's all good. Just may not be all of it good at any one time. So I have a little present for you. I want you to, I need 3 volunteers who do not have paper napkins. Those that have paper napkins can pass them out, please, to the whole crowd. Thank you. Here's 1. I need 2 more. Everybody gets a strawberry. Do not eat them yet, please.
Oh, they're beautiful.
We're going to do a little process. Here you go. Whoops. Eek. That's not good. There we go. Thank you. And you can just hold on to the extras. We'll eat them afterwards. Right now, don't eat any of them, please. You get one? Yes, come. Yes. They are beautiful, aren't they? They're not wild. These are very carefully cared for. So look, smell them. We're going to do a kind of a mindfulness meditation. So as you're receiving them with the joy and the laughter that's gone on in the room, just smell them a little bit. Isn't that wonderful? Just let that smell fill you up. And if anybody's allergic, I apologize. Don't take a strawberry. She's good. She's going to play. So just quietly go within and take a good smell. Let it run all through you. Receive it. Just hold on. Yeah, hold on to them. That's fine. We'll get it later. Yeah. Smell them, receive them, feel them. Feel that going all through. Look at the strawberry really closely. Anybody know how many seeds? If you really want to, you could start counting them, but not necessary. Yeah. And just bite off a tiny little piece and see how that tastes. Let that taste go all through you. This is a gift from God itself. What a gift. What a beautiful thing to receive. And then as you are led or called or want to, go ahead and mindfully, prayerfully, with gratitude, with all the gratitude you can muster, eat that strawberry. Accept and receive the goodness that God has for you. Yeah. This is a heartberry. At Ahava, we are heart. We love. It's the stuff of life. Let this be your meditation. And as you do, think about the law of circulation. You'll have a piece of green part. I eat it, but you may not. If you don't, that's fine. But you circulate that back and give it back. You circulate the berry by circulating it into your body and your life with great goodness and joy. Imagine a world where kindness and generosity flow in full circulation. And so I know this. There's only one power in the universe. It is the power of love. It is the power of God creating itself in every shape and form that has been yet and will ever be in the future. One power bringing itself into manifestation as you, as me, and as each of us. So each of us are fully immersed in and filled with this amazing power. It is what we're made of. So the power of love, the power of peace, the power of kindness, the power of generosity. Spirit is God is giving of itself always. It is its nature to do so, and it is our nature to do so. And so I declare that that nature is being set free within me right now. If you accept it, it's being set free within you as well. Set free to give, set free to receive, set free to participate 100% in the law of circulation. To expand our receptivity by forgiving ourselves and letting go old hurts and pains, by forgiving ourselves and releasing any idea of shame that we could be anything less than divine. Allowing that to move through us until it fires back through our goosebumps and our bodies and our sensations. I'm so clear about this truth. I release any ideas that may pop up in my mind or anyone else's about how silly this is, or why are we doing this, or what is wrong. Nothing's wrong. There are many things that need to be corrected in our world, but not in the eyes of the infinite, because it allows us the freedom to create. So we are creating our lives, and the lives of others are being created according to their beliefs and according to the systems in place to allow those beliefs to flourish. We declare and demand of ourselves that Ahava is a place where we flourish, and everyone who walks through this door can flourish. Knowing this is true, knowing this is so, with ease, with grace, with great gratitude, I can release this now, letting it be, because it is so, and so it is. So help me with the circulation by making sure your strawberry, whatever is, there's anything left, is tightly wrapped in that napkin so we don't have floor problems. And trash cans will come around a little later. Not yet. Just hold on to it for now. And I want to say one more thing, because this is my last Sunday with you in person for a while, maybe forever, I don't know. You have a beautiful thing here, but you've got to set it free. You've got to set it free from control, from fear, from unforgiveness. And I have watched you over the last 3 months begin to do that. Let go of the fear that this place is not going to thrive and survive. There are people waiting to give to this place once it's clear that you're open to receive. And I know there's budget concerns and all of that. Every center in the world always has budget concerns. Get over it, because the money is coming to you, and it's coming to you easily and freely. This is such a beautiful community. Let go, and allow it to flourish in ways that maybe sound scary and feel scary, but can take you to new horizons. Yesterday was perfect proof of that. Do it through your love, because I really know you are wonderful. And so am I, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Love you too. I don't know who said that, but me too. Love you back. And I got strawberries.
Time of conscious giving. Our core council is going to I knew. I forgot that earlier. Somebody tell me. Okay. All right, we're going to move into our time of conscious giving. And our court counsel is getting ready to pass around baskets in the room. But we have other ways that you can give. You can go to our website, ahavacenter.net, and click on the Give tab. Or text the word give, and it's up there with the number. Or you can mail your gift to here to Burt Road at 168 Burt Road, Lexington, 40503. If we want to, it's time for our offering affirmation. If you'll repeat after me. Divine love as me, multiplies love as me. Well, let's all do it together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
Gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
Grateful.
I'm so 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 grateful.
Grateful. Okay, so what do we have happening here at Ahava? First of all, book study starting today with Jenna Evergreen, Braiding Sweetgrass. I've read the book. I have it at home. I get it out ever so often. It's really a wonderful walk with nature in a lot of ways. Very, very nice book. Okay, and January 18th, we have a guest speaker coming up. Remisi Umadavi, I hope I pronounced that right, from Unity of Louisville. Yeah, that sounds interesting. So that's just next Sunday already. January 25th, guest speaker, Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell Smith, Centers for Spiritual Living, spiritual leader. And most of you here know who Sonny is, Rev Sonny. And I want to say thank you. This isn't on the script, but thank you to Rev Bob for all your time you've spent with us this past few months. And I think you're going to be missed, but hopefully we'll see you again soon. Okay, is there anything else on the... Oh, yes, licensed spiritual practitioners. Patty Cooper's here today, and she'll be over in that corner there doing affirmative prayer for whoever would like some. And if you want daily prayer or a prayer that's not here in person, there's a box over there that you can write out your prayer, put it in that box, and practitioners will pray over it during the week. Alois, you said you have... She's over there waving at me.
So, January 19th is Martin Luther King, and that day, Jean and I are going to give a place to meet. We'll be announcing it, and we're planning on doing the Martin Luther King March. And at 2 o'clock that afternoon, there is a speaker and a huge rally towards for Martin Luther King in honor of him. So if you have any questions, by all means, come see me, and Jean and I will help you out. But we would like to carry, and if we can find it, Ahava's banner during the march. Now, if it's 2 degrees, I ain't going. I've been there, done that. It was too frigid for me. Yeah, well, it's January, we know. But anyway, so we're going to do the march. There's one other thing I would like to address. We have a table back here for food for the Catholic Action Center. I'm going to take it, Jean and I will take it this week sometime. So we want to thank everybody for their incredible support. the gloves and the hat and the mittens will be going there too as well. And I've already talked to the director. She's expecting us. I just have to call her and set that time up. And some folks have actually asked me, they want to know what the rest of the story is and how I got back to Albuquerque after being homeless. And Reverend Mother or Sister Josephine, I'll just leave it at that. She got me in contact with a little tiny bar outside of Stillwater, Oklahoma. I got a job in that bar, and the guy told me first night, he says, you can eat anything in here you want. I ate the poor man out of house and home because it was the first time I really felt like I had food. I earned $77 in 2 weeks. That was enough to fill my car with oil and a little bit of gas, and it got me home. And that was the rest of the story. Thank you.
Thank you, Lois. Any other announcements? Kath, I thought there was something going else.
I love it that we're both so short. I just got to say, oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm Christine, for some of you who don't know, good friend of Joyce's. And Joyce selected Patty and wanted her to officiate her memorial here at Ahava. And it was like, I wish you all could have been there. All of you volunteers who were here, please stand up.
Yes.
Please stand up. Yes,
Yes.
stand up.
Thank
Yep.
you. Thank you.
And I think that's not even half of the group that was here.
Yeah. They're tired.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we were late because we thought that we were in a blizzard.
We were for a while.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking. You know, we're the children behind it, but it couldn't have happened without your help. And I know Joyce was so pleased. This room was packed. Eloise, about how many? 167. So nearly 170 people were here, and the food flowed in, and the kitchen crew was in there, and David and Heather and Amy were back there taking care of business because, you know, there's a lot to. I've never done a memorial before, and there was a lot.
It was amazing.
There was a lot, and we only did it like in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like 2.5 weeks. So
Take a look at the programs. They're gorgeous. I also want to just say that one of the most moving parts was looking out over all those people and seeing a rainbow. Different colors, different ages, different ethnicities, different everything. And someone came up to me afterwards and said, "Oh, do you have a service here?" And I was like, "Yes, we do. We do." So to come in and see the room from our vision is that it is a cross-section of all of Lexington was powerful.
yes,
And,
yes, and that
something
was
to hold on.
Joyce's gift.
yeah,
You know,
it was.
and I'm so pleased, Reverend Bob, that you were here to be and lead it and welcome people in. I've never done it before, but I had to go into Joyce's home and figure out. She had gobs of photos everywhere, and she's the last surviving. She has an aunt here, but she's like in her 80s. So I just collected them all that I could, and I had to clean them up because Joyce was ill for some time. And so I didn't know what to do with them. So I laid them all out there, and we asked, before service, we asked Auntie Mom, because she can't move too well, to please go select what she wanted. Because what do you do, right? This is those things that some of you have already dealt with facing people passing on. And do you know there's only like 5 left? Because we invited everyone to go up and please, I think there were like almost 50 frames and photos. So yeah, that's special because I wanted people. But so in going through Joyce's house with Donna spotted this as we were trying to figure out who would want what, right? If you guys have been through that, trying to figure out what to do with people's. And we found these gorgeous, now Joyce is all about color. Ooh, and so Donna said, "Oh, that needs to go to Patty," because Joyce loved Patty, and so anyway, thank you, Ahava.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Christine. Oh, okay. Well, time for our benediction. So if y'all like to stand, and this time repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my affairs.
Life is in my affairs.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it.
I share it.
Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
Just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing.